Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. We had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Here's a little room there. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wagner. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Wagner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Cook got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is good. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the middle. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Finds his tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Childs. Under fire. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They just keep firing. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under fire. Runs through the tackle. And he makes it past the first down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the
maybe a crease. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they can flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Childs. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Using his legs, it's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. The run inside. It's Martin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Lets it fly. On target over the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incomplete. but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
This time on target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. It's caught, and he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Down to 2 minutes before half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
And man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moving past the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush is on him. Looking for a big play. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Punts it out of the air. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
That should be the final play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of that.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Tulsa taking on the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Golden Hurricane who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Ryan Field.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah,
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Pulled and fired complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Now on the option. Breaks the tackle. There's a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Keeps it on first down. There he goes. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. From the red zone, it's Wallace. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Childs. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Corrals it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They've been dominating. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Shakes off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease, it's Wallace. Might have a chance. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. It just
runs through a man. He might have space. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Handoff to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's a give to Peoples. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On the run, it's Peoples.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Handoff for Peoples. Finding some room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Got enough for the first. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down into 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation